So UFC Fight Night, Dan the Hangman Hooker versus Arman Tsarukyan is taking place this weekend, and I am so excited for this card, bro. There are some crazy fucking fights on this. Obviously, we got Dan Hooker versus Arman Tsarukyan. This is a number one contender fight, possibly for Ian Garry. We got some good ranked up matchups in the flyweight division. My boy is back. My boy, Myktybek Orolbai makes his glorious return. Shamil the Blob Gaziev, he's fighting in honor of Lucas Tracy, who retired. So Tony has died, will be giving you my final predictions for UFC Fight Night, Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. We got to get to the Middle East more often so we can get more cards like this. But let's get straight into this, all right? First fight on the card, man. We got Shamrock versus Aliev. Aliev. Now, if you don't know who Shamrock is, he's been in the Cage Warriors organization for quite some time. This dude, he has a insane backstory. He was literally on the run from the police for a crime he didn't commit for like a year, 2 years, something crazy like that. But unfortunately for Shamrock, who I do think is a very, very talented lightweight, and he's going to do great things in the UFC, I think that they're setting him up to lose this fight, bro. I think Aliev, he's fighting, he's a Muslim. He fights out of Tajikistan. This fight night is in the Middle East. And obviously that's not going to be the factor, end all be all. But Aliev is undefeated. He's coming off of that win over Joe Solecki. He beat Rafael Alves, who's been doing pretty good at karate combat. And Shamrock, on the other hand, he debatably lost his last fight to Attila Kormaz. It was a split decision. It could have, I don't think it could have gone either way. I think it was a robbery. But Shamrock, he's got craft. He's got really good submission artists. But Aliev has really good ground game. And so I don't think that he's going to be able to submit Aliev or Aliev or however you fucking say it. I think that Shamrock, he's going to get taken down in this fight. He's going to be trying to hunt submissions off his back. I don't think he's going to get it. I think, he could do some good work on the feet. But at the end of the day, I think Aliev is going to take him down, hold him there, beat him up to a decision. So yeah, I'm picking Aliev to win the first fight on the card. All right. Sorry, Shamrock. I love you, but I think you will bounce back after this. But this is just a rough debut to make in enemy territory against someone who's undefeated. I think it's a bad night for Shamrock. All right. The next fight on the card. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Nicholas Dalby, who people are look, I'm going to keep it 100 right here. I think Nicholas Dalby is cheeks. And I know he beat Gabriel Bonfim, and I'm pretty sure he beat Brian Battle as well. But, dude, this dude lost to Renat Fakhretdinov, and he got knocked out by Randy Brown. And yeah, I know he wobbled Randy Brown early in the fight, bro. But we just this is a weird this is why MMA math doesn't work. Is this dude knocks out Bonfim, and then Bonfim knocks out Brown, and then Brown knocks out fucking Dalby. So this is just a good proof for MMA math not working. But this guy, he's making his this guy he's fighting. He fights out of Makhchala, so he's from Dagestan. He's undefeated. Well, he has not undefeated, but he has 2 losses. He is coming off of just 5 straight finishes in a row. He fights out of 1 championship. I think Nicholas Dalby is fucking toast, bro. I think this is... I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. Saigid Izagakhmaev. Izagakhmaev? I don't know, bro. I just don't... Please, guys. Be nice in the comments about the fucking pronunciation of Izagakhmaev. I think Nicholas Dalby is overrated. He struggled, not finishing Muslim Salikov is a bad look in hindsight. Split decision to Warley Alves. This dude was cut from the UFC before. He's literally 41 years old. Yeah, man. He's got the BLM in his bio. Not that I have anything against that. I'm just saying, dude, come on, bro. He's gonna get destroyed by this fucking young Dagestani coming from 1 championship, making his debut in the Middle East. Dalby's toast, bro. All right. So I'm picking Izagakhmaev, or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. The next fight is Ryan Loder versus Ismail Naurdiev. I'm picking Ismail Naurdiev. I promise you, I'm not just picking everyone because they are Dagestanis or Russians or Muslims in their Middle East. I'm picking him because his loss is to Young Park, where he did all right in it. I'm not saying that he did good in it, but he lost to Young Park. That's not a bad loss to have. Young Park gives everybody a tough test. He just gave Ikram Aliskerov a tough test. Iron Turtle has been around the division for a while. He is a good test for anybody. And, if you don't pass it, it's whatever. But both of these guys are kind of like in a similar position where they both beat in a can. Ismail Naurdiev beat Bruno Silva. Not the flyweight Bruno Silva, but the middleweight Bruno Silva. Ryan Loder beat Robert Valentine, who is just a victim. He's literally just a human victim. Goes out there and gets victimized every fight. And then he lost to Bakoev. The Bakoev loss, Bakoev just got masterclassed by he follows me on Instagram. He's a Glory kickboxer. He fought Alex Pereira. I can't think of his name I'm seeing his face, but he lost to Asmat Bakoev, okay? Bakoev he's all right, don't get me wrong, but he just got completely masterclassed by another guy. And so I'm looking at both obviously Young Park gets masterclassed all the time as well, but Ismail Naurdiev, I just don't think American wrestling is good enough, bro. Especially in the Middle East. I think Naurdiev, I don't know. This is a hard-ass fight to pick because they're both just not very good. They're both top 50 middleweights, bro. But at the end of the day, Ismail Naurdiev is 29 years old. I like that. The other guy's 35. He hasn't been doing MMA. The experience gap is a really big factor because Naurdiev has over 30 MMA fights. Ryan Loder only has 9. All right, so I think I'm going to pick Naurdiev to win this one. All right, this is a hard fight to pick, though, bro. This is a really hard fight to pick. Kyoji Horiguchi versus Tagir Ulanbekov. And I know it's saying on Tapology that this is Kyoji Horiguchi making his UFC debut. This guy was already in the UFC before. And it's not like he was shitty in the UFC. He was 7-1, and his only loss is to Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, one of the greatest fighters of all time. Horiguchi is one of the greatest Japanese fighters of all time as well. He's a Rizin champion. He's a Bellator champion. He's a former UFC title challenger. And Tagir Ulanbekov, on the other hand, he's kind of like the odd man out when it comes to the fucking brothers. You know what I mean? We got when we're looking up Team Khabib, you got Khabib, you got Islam, you got Umar, and then you got Tagir, who lost a decision to Tim Elliott, clearly. And he also has the fight against that other, he's a grappler. Alan Nascimento is his name. I just looked it up. He has the fight to Alan Nascimento, which I watched, and I thought Nascimento won, okay? And I see Tagir, and he's just like a average flyweight. Horiguchi is the best Japanese fighter of all time, and you can't even make the age argument where it's bro, Horiguchi's old. He's only a year older than Tagir. He's on a crazy win streak, and yeah, the losses to Patchy Mitch, the loss to Patchy Mix is questionable, but this dude's a 125er. He's a small guy. Patchy Mix is a big 135er. There's a reason weight classes exist. Lighter man skill doesn't always work. I know Patchy Mix is dog ass, but I think Horiguchi has really, really nice ground game, and I think he'll be able to threaten submissions on Tagir. I think he might even be able to take Tagir down in instances. He also has really nice striking as well. He's a super well-rounded fighter. He's been in the UFC. He's super tested. I'm picking Kyoji Horiguchi to beat Tagir Ulanbekov. It's a risky pick, but I just don't think Tagir is all that. How do you not finish Clayton Carpenter? I think that's pretty not good. All right, so yeah, I'm picking Kyoji Horiguchi to win. The next fight, and this is when people are going to start waking up, bro. My boy Garen Pat, he's been telling me about Luke Riley. He's been telling me about Luke Riley for about 2 years now. Hyping this dude up. And he's taken on Bogdan Grad in his debut. Luke Riley is a Cage Warriors champion. And, I just realized I said Shamrock is in Cage Warriors and he's not. He's in some other organization. But I'm getting off topic here. Luke Riley, Cage Warriors champion, undefeated, 26 years old, and he is a knockout artist. I want you to go, don't click off my video, but I want you to go watch Luke Riley highlights if you've never seen him before. This dude has fucking hands. He can throw volume. He throws body shots. He can box it up. He can stuff takedowns. Luke Riley is going to be a real force in the featherweight division going forward. And Bogdan Grad, he's coming off a loss against Muhammad Naimov. Not a good look. Lucas Alexander is like a garbage can. He beat him, I guess. Michael Aswell, he's all right. Split decision with him, but I think Luke Riley is going to walk through Bogdan Grad, who just gets hit too much. He frankly gets hit way too much, and Luke Riley does have great power. He doesn't just have like one-hit knockout power, but he rocks people when he hits them. And I think Luke Riley should knock out Bogdan Grad in the first round. TKO is what I'm going for. So I'm picking Luke Riley to TKO Bogdan Grad. Let's get on to the next one, all right? We got Bekzat Almakhan versus Alexandre Topuria. And I'm not going to lie. When Alexandre Topuria got signed in the UFC, I thought this was going to be like another Herbert Burns, like Muhammad Usman, like DEI, like Alex Reyes-esque fucking hire into the UFC where he's only getting hired because like it's his brother is the fucking best fighter on the planet. But he has really been impressing me. The Colby Thickness fight, he did really, really good against Colby Thickness. Colby Thickness is decent, man. And on the regional scene, yeah, he got knocked out, but that was literally 10 fucking years ago, bro. Besides that, he's gotten back into MMA. He's gotten 3 KOs, and now he beat Colby Thickness. I think Alexandre Topuria is going to get this one done against Almakhan, who I don't think has beaten anybody impressive. Like, people are talking about the Umar fight because it was competitive, that Bekzat is going to be like some fucking killer. People that are bums have close fights with really good people and sometimes beat really good people. I don't think that's like, obviously he destroyed Brad Katona. Brad Katona. Yeah, Brad Katona. Yeah, the goat of the sport, Brad Katona. Oh, yeah, he beat Brad Katona. Yeah. Okay, now I got to switch my pick because he beat Brad Katona. My bad. I didn't say it. Everybody beats Brad Katona. I like that Topuria has like the same confidence that his brother does. I honestly think I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I think these guys have plot armor. All right, straight up, I think they have plot armor. I think Bekzat Almakhan, Bekzat, you're a nice guy, but you're not gonna talk to the Topuria family this way. I think Bekzat Almakhan is in for a rude awakening. I think he's gonna get decision. I think it will be a competitive fight for sure. But Topuria has nice grappling and he has nice striking. I think he'll be able to take this fight where he wants to. And Bekzat on the other hand, Bekzat is good too. I don't know. Should I switch my pick? I'm not going to switch it. I'm picking Alexandre Topuria to get it done. He's not a DEI fucking signee. He's a good fighter. I think he will get a nice little, I think like the loser of Wellmaker and let me just say this. This video is coming out on Monday after UFC 322. I'm recording this on Wednesday of that week. Like I'm recording that because I have a lot of schoolwork basically. I'm getting off topic here. I got a lot of schoolwork. So I want to get a bunch of videos recorded before the week starts so I can lock in on my school. And so I'm recording my picks for this card now. But that's just random. I don't know how Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon's done yet. But I think the winner of this should fight the loser of that or something like that. Yeah. But I'm getting off topic here. Let's go on to the next one. I'm picking Alexandre Topuria. The next one, bro. The fact that there wasn't even a poster for this shit, like I like to use the posters because it's fun to look at all the different posters. There was not even a poster for this shit. This is Marek. I'm just gonna pull over my Tapology. Hopefully I don't like dox myself or something. But this is Marek Bujlo versus Dennis Freeman. I'm picking Dennis Freeman by knockout. I see a lot of these people are picking Marek Bujlo simply because he's undefeated. He's from Poland. He's 6-0. He's younger. But I went and watched these guys tape. I actually went and did tape study for this fucking fight, believe it or not. Marek Bujlo kind of just like wades in. Like he just kind of like wades in to the fucking pocket, bro. Like he doesn't have his hands up when he's fucking wading into the pocket. He says he's 240 pounds. He's not athletic looking. Like this dude should be a 205er. This isn't like a Jelton Almeida, Walter Walker, like Josh Hockett situation where this dude's super jacked. He's not athletic. He's got like the extra muscle. He doesn't have muscle on him. Okay. Denzel Freeman, on the other hand, he's fought in PFL. He has wins in PFL. He has wins in LFA. He has a win over Stephen Asplund, who just got signed to the UFC. Got a win on Dana White's Contender Series. And the one loss that he has is a split decision, which he should have won. And so I look at these guys. Who has fought at a higher level of competition? Denzel Freeman. Who has fought, people that are actually in the UFC? Because you look at who this Marek Bujlo guy is beating. It's a 3-5 guy. It's a fucking 2-6 guy. It's like 0-2 guy. Like a year and 7 months ago, he fought someone that was 0-2. Like, on the other hand, Denzel Freeman is fighting undefeated Steve Asplund and beating him. 8-2, Hugo Kuna and beating him. He's fighting really good people. And he actually has submissions and knockouts. So Denzel Freeman has subbed people and knocked people out. And he has I think he's going to land a high kick. I watched some of his highlights. And he has a really good roundhouse kick to the head. And I think that's what he's going to land on Marek Bujlo and knock him out in the first round. So I'm picking Dennis Freeman to win this one by knockout, all right? Next fight on the card. Can we just say a prayer to the Lord for Rafael Cerqueira? Probably one of the worst fighters on the roster. He's 0-3 in the UFC so far. He's 36 years old. He's literally just looked completely off. Like, this dude made Ibo Aslan look like a fucking killer. Okay? But I think he's going to get destroyed, bro. In the first round. This guy, I will attempt to pronounce his name now. Abdulrahman Yakhyaev. He fights exactly like you think he does, bro. This guy is a grappler. He has striking, but you watch all of his, I watched some film study. You watch his fucking fights on the regional scene. He is nasty off of his back. He is a submission artist of all submission artists. I know he got a knockout on Contender Series, and that's all well and good, but the easiest, Cerqueira has all right striking. He has no grappling. No grappling. Obviously, he's been knocked out by Bukowskis and Ibo Aslan, and that was on the feet. But he also had, okay, bro, he has no striking, and he has no Look, the easiest way to victory for this guy is to take him down. I think Yakhyaev will take Cerqueira down in the first 10 seconds of the fight, get a fucking Darce on him, and finish him. That easily, bro. I've seen his wrestling and his grappling is on a whole nother level to the Cerqueira. Why am I even still breaking this down? Cerqueira. I think I keep saying Cerqueira. Cerqueira. You're fucked, bro. Cerqueira. You're fucked, bro. All right. The next fight. All right, now we're getting into the juiciness. We got Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. And I feel like this is when Alonzo Menifield loses again. First of all, it says split decision win over Julius Walker. No, I think Julius Walker won. And you know what, guys? I see y'all's comments. I don't think every split decision is a robbery. But the ones that I do mention, I've seen some people be like, bro. You call every split decision that the guy you're picking against a robbery. And it's like, no, bro. I'm just saying that I only bring up the split decisions that I think should have gone the other way whenever I'm picking against it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll only say it whenever... Okay, I've messed up this part of the video. Let's just fucking move on. Oezdemir is going to knock him out. He knocked out Johnny Walker. He beat Bogdan Guskov, which is really impressive. And, you know, a lot of people were picking Oezdemir to get knocked out by Carlos Olberg. And he actually put up a really decent performance. He definitely put up a better performance than Dominic Reyes did, who's ranked above him. He went to a 29-28 close decision with Carlos Olberg, who's probably going to get the title shot next. Now, that loss to Nikita Krylov is absolutely fucking disgusting on his record, considering how bad we know Krylov is now. But, you know, Olberg got, like, this is MMA math. Olberg knocked out Alonzo Menifield, and Oezdemir had a close fight with him. And I know it's like MMA math doesn't work, but sometimes it helps the show levels. Oezdemir, he's been at the top of this division for a while. He's fought people like DC. He's fought people like, I'm pretty sure he fought John Jones. He's fought the who's of the division. I think that Oezdemir is going to get this one done by knockout. Yeah, Menifield, he gets wobbled in all of his fights. And, yeah, he fraud-checked Umar Sy, but I don't really know if Umar Sy is all that, you know? So, I'm picking Volkan Oezdemir to win this one by knockout. And let's get on to the next one. The next one is going to be great. Hooga chaka, hooga, hooga, hooga chaka, hooga, hooga. Yes! We are back! We are back! Myktybek Orolbai, my favorite fighter in the welterweight division, versus Jack the Joker Hermansson. Now, whoever made this fight was smoking crack. Like, I don't know what possibly could have conceived in the UFC matchmakers' minds to make this fight. Jack Hermansson, who has decided to move down in weight at the ripe age of 37, been a middleweight his whole life, just decides, yeah, I'm kind of chinny. I've been knocked out by Gregory Rodriguez and Roman fucking Dolidze. Yeah, let me move down in weight class. Myktybek Orolbai, who missed weight for his fight against Tafik Masaev, and I'm pretty sure he missed weight against, was it Medic or Brenner? He missed weight in 2 of his fights. UFC told him, you're a 170er now. This is his fight at he's fought at 170 before against Medic. He fought Medic at 170. And I'm pretty sure he missed weight. He missed weight in 2 of his fights for lightweight. And he fought 1 at 170. But, you know, Orolbai, Myktybek Orolbai, my glorious king, my goat, pouring honey on him. He's going to win this fight by decision. Jack Hermansson, I know he's win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1 his whole fucking career. And his win over Joe Pyfer is really impressive in hindsight because Joe Pyfer is probably going to go on and be a good middleweight. But I think Myktybek Orolbai would have gone on to be a really good lightweight if he didn't miss weight. I think this is his real weight class. He's not going to be weight drained. And I think the weight cuts for both of these guys are going to be a big factor because Orolbai is going to be like a normal sized real 170er. And Jack Hermansson, he's this, like, how many weight cuts has Hermansson done? And now he's going down another 10 pounds. I don't like it for him, bro. I think Myktybek Orolbai will be able to get takedowns on Jack Hermansson. I think he's good. Like, Hermansson just kind of has a problem with people that walk forward. And Orolbai is going to walk forward the entire fight. He's not going to back down. I don't think Hermansson has the power to put Orolbai out, who showed he had a really, really good chin in that fight against Mateusz Rebecki, where Rebecki basically knocked him out in the 3rd round, and he survived and rallied and made it a split decision. Shouldn't have been a split decision. He clearly lost. But the 3rd round, Rebecki was done at the, like, if there was 10 more seconds of that fight, Orolbai would have had the comeback of all comebacks. And that was fight of the year. Easily submitted to Tafik Masaev, got a double leg on him, put him on the ground. I think Orolbai, ooga chaka ooga. I think we're going to get it done, baby. I think we're going to get it done. Yeah! Let's fucking go. Myktybek Orolbai is back. Let's go. But yeah, Orolbai. Look at him, man. This is my fucking... We unthawed the ice. We're coming for it all. And yeah, I just like his mentality as of lately. And Hermansson, I think he's just on the way out, man. I like Hermansson. Don't get me wrong. He's been around forever, but your time... It's time to put your head on the chopping block. It's Orolbai time, baby. All right. I think it's kind of funny that I'm from fucking Mississippi and I'm the biggest Myktybek Orolbai. Like this guy's from Kyrgyzstan and I'm like the biggest fan of him. I literally have a fucking Myktybek Orolbai shirt. Fucking hell. Okay, the next fight. Sergey Spivac, he's a great fighter versus Shamil the Blob Gaziev. And I could go on a whole rant talking about how disgusting it is that Myktybek... I got Orolbai on my mind. I think I could go on a whole rant talking about how disgusting it is that Shamil Gaziev is a ranked fighter and Sergey Spivac is also a ranked fighter. I'm pretty sure I saw Sergey Spivac has like a 7-5 UFC record. Shamil Gaziev, bring back Rosenstrike. All right, free fucking Zorzinho Rosenstrike, bring him back. Here's what I say, bro. Rosenstrike versus Gable Stevenson. Let them headline a Dana White's Contender Series episode. Fuck bare knuckle. Fuck dirty boxing. Rosenstrike versus Gable on Dana White's Contender Series. But listen, I'm getting off topic here. Heavyweight is absolutely disgusting because Shamil the Blob Gaziev, who literally lost to Rosenstrike because he got tired. He literally, like, it says TKO. It's not a TKO. Like, Shamil Gaziev literally just got tired and then quit on the stool. He is ranked number 12 in the division. And he is about to be top 10 because I think Shamil Gaziev is going to knock out Sergey Spivac, who is just simply not that good. We thought that this guy at least had like wrestling, but this guy got fucking knocked out by Gelton Almeida. Okay. Gelton Almeida. Oh my God, bro. He literally, Almeida is the least damaging fighter of all time, and he literally got knocked out by Almeida. But I don't know. He submitted Tybura, and that's interesting, but do I really think that Waldo Cortez Acosta is levels above Shamil Gaziev? And I think this will be a close fight until it's not. Shamil Gaziev, believe it or not, he actually has a really nice 1-2. And that's all it takes to be number 12 in the world, is having a good 1-2 with some power behind it. He knocked out Thomas Jefferson. He knocked out Martin Buday. And that's actually a really, really good win. They cut Martin Buday as well, but Buday was 7-1 in the UFC as well. So that's a really, really good win to have. Buday is a decent heavyweight. But yeah, the fact that this is ranked, oh my God, it's pathetic. It really is. The UFC has to do something with this division. Think about number 9 and number 12 in any other division. Number 9 is Gamrot. Number 12 is BSD. Number 9 at middleweight is Caio Borralho or Robert Whittaker. And number 12 is some dude on the come up. The fact that a guy that we call Shamil the Blob Gaziev is ranked number 12 and is probably going to be top 10. And honestly, bro, he's literally 2 fights away from the title. Come on, man. And I heard that people from Bahrain don't even like Shamil Gaziev because he just uses their flag to get fans. He's not actually from Bahrain. It's something that I heard. I don't know how true it is, but I'm picking Shamil Gaziev to win, but I'm not even giving reasons as to why, but he's got a good 1-2. He knocked out Thomas Peterson with the 1-2. Sergey Spivac, he gets hit too much, bro. I think Shamil Gaziev will find his chin, and it's 3 rounds. He doesn't have to worry about getting tired, so fuck it, bro. I'm picking Shamil the Blob Gaziev. Next fight on the card. We got Alex Perez versus Asu Almabayev. I'm picking Asu Almabayev. I feel bad for Alex Perez because he is a decent fighter, but he just gets these grapplers in every single one of his fights, and he can't wrestle, bro. And he's so inactive as well. Like, he got subbed by Figueiredo. He got subbed by Pantoja, taken down and subbed, taken down and subbed by Figueiredo. He got taken down by Yakhyaev. He got taken down by Tyra, and I know it says it was like a weird injury, but Tyra was taking him down in that fight. He knocked out Mateus Nicolau, but what is that really worth in 2025, you know? And Asu Almabayev, on the other hand, he lost to Manel Kopp, but there was an eye. We're talking about eye pokes a lot as of recently. The fight with Manel Kopp, there was an eye poke, and then Manel Kopp knocked him out. So it was kind of fucked for Asu Almabayev. And Jose Ochoa fight honestly could have been scored to Jose Ochoa on damage, but at the same time, Asu Almabayev out-grappled Jose Ochoa. And that's Alex Perez's weakness. It always has been. It always will be. I think it's going to suck because he's going to go on a big losing streak. Because I'll look at the rest of flyweight, there's a lot of grapplers. But I think Asu Almabayev will just hold, he would just hold Alex Perez down. And even if it's close, I think the judges will give it to him. So, yeah, man, I'm going to pick Asu Almabayev. And yeah, that's what I pick him. All right, next fight we got. Oh, all right, man. This is the one that is really, really hard to predict. This is all right. I feel like everyone's gonna be picking Arman in the main event. It just depends on what are you picking him by. But this fight could go either way, for real, because I haven't watched UFC 322 while recording this, but regardless if JDM wins or loses, I still think he is a really good fighter. And I think that Belal Muhammad put up a phenomenal performance against JDM. I know that's a hot take, bro. But I'll say this. Belal won round 2, and he won round 4. And round 3 was really fucking close. That's all I'm saying. He got destroyed in the 5th round. Well, it might be round 1. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but Belal won 2 rounds. The 3rd round of that fight. It is really razor close fight. People forget, man. But I think Ian Garry is going to get it done. Because I don't know, because Shavkat did a lot of smudging in that fight as well, and I could see Belal having some success. And Jeff Neal was able to smudge Ian Garry against the cage to a split decision, which he lost. See, this is why it's so hard, because I think Ian Garry is really, really elusive. I think in the first, 2 rounds, he is, as good of a fighter as you can get. He's super lanky. He throws feints. He steps in and out of range. He has grappling himself. Shavkat did good on the feet against him. I think Belal has better boxing than Shavkat. Obviously, he doesn't have better power or finishing ability or submissions. I don't see Ian Garry losing a fight on the feet to Belal. I think if Belal wants to win this fight, he has to take it to the ground, and he has to hold Ian Garry down. Ian Garry is not getting finished in this fight. Okay, I think both of these guys are kind of boring. I know it's kind of hot take to call Ian Garry boring, but I don't care. He doesn't put on entertaining fights, bro. MVP fight, he just wrestle fucked him. Jeff Neal fight was boring. Shavkat fight, is only entertaining when he was getting punched. Prates fight was only entertaining when he was getting punched. Ian Garry is going to play this fight safe. He doesn't have to worry about the power of Belal Muhammad. He just has to worry about getting taken down because he holds such a big advantage against Belal on the feet. I wouldn't be surprised if this fight's a split decision. Ian Garry goes to a lot of those these days. Oh, man. I'm thinking about, the fucking... Y'all just hear me thinking right now. Shavkat did a lot of holding. I think Ian Garry's going to win, okay? He's 28 years old. Belal's 37. He's had his moment. But he did have a lot of success against Leon, who kind of has a similar-ish style to Ian Garry. Oh. Okay. For now, I'm picking Ian Garry, okay? But I want to think about this more often. I'm gonna put out a post later and tell you who I'm really picking. But if I don't put out the post, it means I'm staying with my Ian Garry pick. But I could so see Bilal just holding Ian Garry against the fence, getting a couple of takedowns, holding him there and beating him up. But I think Ian Garry is more elusive than that, man. I think he should be able to skirt. Bilal's going to be the one pressuring. And when you're the one coming forward against Ian, he's really good at like finding openings and landing. Bilal's been knocked out before. He's been around for a while, and I think he's on his way out, but yeah, man, the JDM fight was really close. Yeah, I'm going to pick Ian Garry for now, but dude, this fight could go either way. I don't like this whole mentality. But Ian Garry has proven himself. Like, Shavkat is really, really fucking good. And he barely lost that fight. If he just threw a little bit more, he would have won. I think he learned from that mistake in the protest fight. And it's 3 rounds, man. Like, there's a reason that Bilal is calling for this fight to be 5 rounds. Because he needs the 5 rounds to win. He needs to tire out Ian Garry. He needs Ian Garry to do bad in the 5th and the 4th. Ian Garry, he can bank those first 2 rounds and lose the 3rd round. He doesn't have to worry about getting finished. I'm picking Ian Garry to win this, all right? But I might change my mind, but I'm picking Ian Garry for now. And the main event of the evening, that's a real thing. We got Arman Tsarukyan. He's coming off of a split decision win, robbery over Charles Dubronx Oliveira. I don't know, man. The Oliveira fight is really close, and if you count submission attempts and that kind of stuff into the scoring criteria, you could arguably give it to Oliveira. And then you look at who else. The Gamrot fight was low-key a robbery because Arman should have won off of damage. But you look at who he's beat. Like, Oliveira is obviously a very impressive fighter to beat, but Dan Hooker is on a 3-fight win streak. But the people that he's beaten have just proven they're not very good. Like, Jalen Turner literally quit against Bahamundas. Like, literally quit. He hasn't done shit since. And it was a close fight. And what's his name? Hooker got his orbital literally snapped in that fight. Gamrot. We just saw Gamrot get completely destroyed by Oliveira on the ground. And he arguably should have won the Hooker fight. The thing about Hooker is he gets cracked and he gets hurt in every single fight. He got taken down easily by Islam Makhachev. I think Arman has just as good of grappling as Oliveira, and Arman is like, we talk about the lightweight division and we look at like the best grapplers. It's like Gamrot, who took down Hooker. We got Islam, who took down Hooker. We got Oliveira, who Arman beat. So I think on the ground, Arman is going to hold a very considerable advantage. And he hasn't had a submission in the UFC yet, but he's been doing a lot of those he's been out for like 2 fucking years, He's been doing a lot of these like jiu-jitsu tournaments, working on his grappling and working on his wrestling, and we haven't seen him get a submission yet. I think he is live for a submission, but I'm going to pick KO. Because he does have really good striking on the feet. He threw that axe kick and hit Oliveira. That was really nice. Knocked out Dariush. Knocked out Joaquim Silva. Had that close fight with Demir. But he has really, really nice striking. It's 5 rounds. Hooker gets dropped in every fight. I know Hooker, he got dropped against Poirier. You just think about how much damage Dan Hooker's taken over the years. He's fucking 35, almost 36. He's fucking, he does have a height and reach advantage. But Arman, he's been staying healthy. Hooker's coming off of a surgery. I think Arman should knock out Dan Hooker in the 2nd round. I think Hooker just gets dropped too much in all of his fights, and he gets taken down in all of his fights. I think Arman has good ground and pound. But he could get a submission. I don't want to count Hooker out because I was going to pick him to beat Gaethje. But now that he's so inactive, and I know it's because of the injury, but I mean, both of these guys haven't fought in over a year. That's crazy. Arman is just gonna. I think he'll just walk through Hooker, man. Like, Hooker is he's putting up these really close split decision performances against people who go on to not be too impressive. So Arman, on the other hand, yeah, he has a split decision to Oliveira, but that's fucking Charlie Olive, man. That's the fucking one of the greatest fighters of all time. And he won. He won the fucking fight. So, yeah, man, I'm picking Arman Tsarukyan to knock out Dan Hooker in the second round. But that will do it for the video. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, do all that YouTube shit. If you want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Tony Has Died, check it out. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to help contribute to the page monetarily. But that will do it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.